Have you ever felt like something was off with your diet, but couldn't quite put your finger on it? I certainly did. And in this episode, I'll share my personal experience with Zepbound and the eye opening insights that I've gained about the most important of nutrition. Particularly, I'm speaking about protein intake and its effect on helping us achieve our goals. Hello, 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 bold, brave, and brilliant ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to Zepbound Journey with Ange. I'm Angela Durant, and my friends call me Ange, and so can you. If you are new here, please be sure to take a moment and subscribe. We'd love for you to do that, and you'll be notified whenever we drop new content. And please let me know in the comments when you do subscribe so that I can personally welcome you. I would love to do that. If for those of you who feel like family, welcome back. Welcome back. So great always having you here. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. Let's jump in. We have a few things I want to cover today. So let's dive in. So, um, First, I want to share what I discovered about my nutrition, right? I feel like it's going to surprise you because it surprised me. Well, maybe it might not surprise you, but it surprised me, right? You all know that I wasn't tracking my food, right? You'd be like, Ange, what do you eat? I'm like, I'm just eating normal stuff, right? Chicken, veggies, a starch, just normal stuff. And we do a lot of cooking at home. But I just started tracking today because we're on this challenge, this weight loss challenge. And I'll share more about that with you in a second. And that really made a difference for me. Um, Let me first start and talk about why I wasn't tracking, right? Let me talk about why I wasn't tracking, right? The first reason why I wasn't tracking my food was because I've been in and out of Weight Watchers for so many years, so many times that I felt like I already know what the food looks like. I know that a piece of chicken, right, that's not kind of like the palm of my hand, is a portion, right, of like a chicken thigh. I already know. So I was like, I don't really need to be tracking my food, right? I know some of you are probably cracking up. Um, and it also, the other reason why I wasn't tracking my food is because I think I have a rebellious streak in me. And it just felt so restrictive, right? It felt like, I'm like being micromanaged by myself, right? And I didn't want to do it. And then the other thing about it was I just wanted to feel normal. And I felt like all my normal friends who don't have problems with eating, who don't suffer from the disease of obesity, they're not tracking their stuff. They're not writing down points or portions or calories or protein. They're not doing any of that. So why I got to do that, right? Why I got to do that? Let me just be normal, okay? However, I was surprised to learn that all was not what I thought it was, right? This is because the truth is, I was not getting enough protein, right? I was not getting enough protein. My nutritionist wants me to have 100 to 120 grams of protein. Now, when I was smaller, when I had lost more weight back in the day after I had bariatric surgery, my goal was 96 grams of protein. But that was so long ago, right? And I've gained more weight. And I don't know if you ask the body needs 100 to 120 grams of protein, or the doctors tell you, the nutritionists tell you that because they know that you might not get, they want to get you to at least 96. I don't know. But my nutritionist said 100 to 120 grams of protein. And when she first said that to me, I was like, really? Isn't that a lot? She's like, no, that's what you need. That's what your body needs. I was like, okay, right? But then I didn't track it, right? I was like, I could eyeball it. I kind of know what I'm supposed to be having. So I don't need to do all that stuff that those people that are losing all that weight over there that's, tracking their stuff. I don't need to do that, right? So this week on my medication, right? I want to tell you about that. This week on my medication, I could be satisfied with a lot less than 100 to 120 grams of protein. And this week on the medication, because this medication works, I probably would be satisfied with only 100, not 100, only 576 calories. That's way under where I should be. It should be like 1,200, between 1,200 and 1,500 a day is what, based on a woman of my size, my nutritionist says I should be having. I could be satisfied on 576 calories. Now, why am I telling you that, right? And how do I know the specifics? Because so far today, and I'm recording this evening, the evening of April the 13th, 2024, I've eaten, I'll tell you what I've had for the day. I had this morning, I woke up, I worked out, yay, that's a victory, and had my prayer time. And when I came back from my workout, I had a protein shake, right? And that protein shake is 30 grams of protein and 160 calories, right? And then for lunch, I had a chicken thigh and some broccoli. And so altogether, so far, I've had 61.2 grams of protein and just 576 calories. And I'm so satisfied right now, I wouldn't even have to eat. But the medication is working, and I know that it's important to get the food in, so I will be eating dinner. Okay. But I could, right now, based on the way I feel, I'm not hungry. I'm not really thinking about food, and I'm okay. So I wouldn't really need to eat. And it's not always that way, but this week in particular, it is like that. And I'm going to tell you more about why I think that is. So I want to share a quick story with you about my shot this week. I took my medication on Sunday, and I brought my little box here. For those of you who are just checking out Zepbound or medications like Zepbound, this is how it comes. It comes in this box, right? I'm on 12.5 milligrams of Zepbound. I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. These are used, but it comes with this, the stopper on the bottom, and then the top you twist it from lock to open, and this is up a little bit. You take this off, and then you give yourself the injection. And there are three places that you give yourself an injection. I don't know if you can see this on the box or not, but it's the tummy area, it's the thigh, and it's the back of the arm. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you can see it okay. The tummy area, the thigh, and the back of the arm. And it suggests that if you're giving yourself an injection in the arm, that someone assists you with that, okay? So whenever I get an injection in my arm, which has only been a few times, I always ask my husband, Bill, to do it for me, right? So I asked him Sunday night, and I've never taken medication at night. I've only taken it like first thing in the morning. So this was different. So I asked him to give it to me before I went to bed. And I want to tell you what happened. Okay. He gave it to me in my arm. However, I don't know, like this is like his third time giving me the shot in the arm, like over all these weeks. And I explained to him real quick again, like a refresher. This is what you do, right? You put the medication on the skin, right? You put it on the skin. You remove the cap. You remove this little cap. You put it on the skin. You turn it to open, right? And then you press it. You press it down, right? Well, we know there's two clicks, right? The first click, and then a few seconds later, the second click. And you hold it in place for about 10 to 12 seconds, right? That's what I do to make sure. Then I take it off and I see if there's a little tiny, injection site, right? And I clean it. I clean it before and after with alcohol. Well, let me just tell you what your guy did, right? He put it on, one click, okay. I was like, put it back on. We got it for the second click, right? I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I got the injection. Oh my gosh, right? I'm panicking. I was like, do you understand how expensive this is? Yes, our insurance pays for it now, but this is expensive medication. It's like over $100 for one pen. Four of them, four come in a box, right? This is 12.5, and then this one is what a 10 looks like. See, They're color coded. They're color coded. So this is an old pen when I was on 10, and this is the 12.5. I don't know if that's upside down or backwards for you, but anyway. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So now I'm looking inside. If you look really close, you can see. I have to put it at an angle. You can see the needle. I think like that. You can see the needle. Anyway, with everything going on up inside of there and my poor vision, I was like, oh no, I think I see medication in there. I think there's some medication still in the chamber, right? And I was like, it pierced my skin, but I don't know if I actually got the medication. He's like, you don't think it went in? I was like, I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell. I was fine. The medication went in, but your boy was about to get fired, right? I was about to say, you know what, you can't give me medication anymore. You got to wait for that second click, right? Right. But it was okay. It was okay. All was okay. And I'm telling you that because I know that I got a full dose because of how I'm feeling. I know that I got a full dose because I am not hungry, right? I wasn't even hungry at lunchtime. And some people say that you feel different at different injection sites. I'm going to talk about the protein more in a second, but I just want to mention this. Some people say, when they give it to themselves in their leg, it feels more potent. Some people say when you give it in the belly. Some people say the arm. For me, like I've been giving myself the injection in the belly 90% of the time. I did the leg one time, did not notice a difference. I actually think I was still hungry, right? And then the arm a few times, but this time, I don't know. I can't tell you what it is. I will tell you what I did differently was I went to sleep right afterwards. So he gave it to me right before bed, and then I laid down and slept like a baby, right? Sometimes it makes you tired. Slept like a baby, woke up, and I was not hungry at all. Like I wasn't even thinking about food, right? At all, right? And so this medication works for those of you who might be taking some time. But I have heard people say that it was more potent in one location than the other. And I was like, for me, not really, not really. But this time when I took it, it feels more powerful than it usually does, right? It feels like that was a really powerful shot in the arm, right? Because I am not hungry whatsoever. But I am going to eat dinner because I know that I need the protein, right? So I want to share with you because your girl is journaling, right? You see, got my little journal here. What I'm having. Okay, so today I went to the gym, came back. I was drinking water, and I had the protein shake. That was 30 grams, and I had 160 calories from that, right? 160 calories. Then at lunch, I had a chicken thigh the size of my palm of my hand, and like a half a cup of it might even been a cup. I didn't measure the broccoli, but it was a lot of broccoli. So I would say that's about 50 calories and 4.2 grams of protein. So I could stop right now, but I'm not. I'm gonna have my dinner. So for dinner. I'm gonna have another chicken thigh. I'm gonna have some more broccoli or veggies, and then I'm gonna have a half of a sweet potato. Now, at first, because we're doing this weight loss challenge, I was like, I don't know if I want to. I think I want to stay away from the carbs. But my concern is, and sweet potatoes are good, right? But my concern is, I wouldn't have enough calories because with the sweet potato, if I add the sweet potato, it'll be 1,106 calories, and it would be I would hit my protein. I would hit my protein because with the sweet potato, my protein is 124.5 grams, right? I'm sorry, with the sweet potato and with the sweet potato, I'm at 94.5. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't mean to confuse you. I'm at 94.5, so I'll have it breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then it's like 94.5 grams of protein here and 1,106 calories at the bottom. But I'm supposed to have at least 100 grams of protein. So I'm gonna add to that another protein shake, just so that I can hit my number. So that'll put me at about 1,266 calories. I might not drink the whole thing, but it'll get my protein up. So I was actually surprised by this because I thought for sure I was getting enough protein, and I wasn't even really paying attention to it. I was just like, yeah, I'm getting it in. I had a couple pieces of chicken, right? And I had my veggies, and I had whatever, but I have not been getting enough protein in, and I've probably been overeating with starch, like pastas and potatoes and all the things that I really like, right? Now, I always eat a protein with a carbohydrate, always, because my doctor told me to do that. But I was not tracking at all, and that was to my, detriment. Right, it wasn't good for me because I wasn't getting everything that I needed to get in. Now, I am not hungry, but I will be eating dinner. But let me just say something. Tonight, where I live in an apartment complex. Where I live, they're having game night, and guess what they're bringing to game night? Oh, they have the whole spread of snacks, lots of snacks, all the things that you would like if you like the snacks. You like salty, they got salty for you. If you like crunchy, they have crunchy for you. And if you like sweet, oh, do they have sweet for you, right? And it's literally laid out on a spread right outside of the room that I'm in. And I can see it, right? Well, I walked out there and I didn't even go over to look at everything, like all the brands they had. And I was able to just walk right by. I was able to walk right by. Why was I able to do that? Because I'm on Zepbound. Because I'm on Zepbound, for sure, I would not be able to do that without this medication. I would have been snacking, for sure. Even if I had something that wasn't that bad, I would have been snacking, right? And they got it laid out over there, right? Um, and because I'm on Zepbound, I'm able to just keep it moving. Like my brain, I always talk about like there's a guard outside the door of my brain. Like, not today. No, we're not doing that today. You could go ahead and take 2 seats, cravings, because we're not doing that today, right? So that beast to take a seat, because that beast is on a leash when you're on Zepbound, right? And it reminded me when I was walking by this snacks, it reminded me of the very first time I went to Vegas with my husband. we, we were walking down the strip, and there were these guys handing out these little cards. For those of you who've been to Vegas, you probably know what I'm talking about. These little cards with women on them. And the guy handed the card, and I snatched the card out of my husband's hand, right? And I gave it right back to the guy. I was like, he's not allowed. He's not allowed. We walked a little bit further. I was like, no need to give us a card. No, no need. He is not allowed. And the guy cracked up and my husband cracked up, right? I was like, he can't, he doesn't have permission for that. Like he is not allowed, right? So I feel like the Zepbound is like that for me and food, right? When I see the food, it's like, what you looking? Why are you looking over there? You're not allowed to have that. Like just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. That's how it is. It's an impact on my brain, right? That guard at the door that's like, we're not tempted by you. We're not tempted by you. We're not having you today, right? Now, I don't know how I'll be feeling day 5, day 6, but I'm on day 3. So I had a Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night. I'm feeling really good. I'm actually feeling really good. So I just wanted to share that with you because I was cracking up. Like, I'm not eating no snacks. Just keep it moving. My brain was like, just keep it moving. Just keep it moving. Okay. So, lesson learned, lesson learned. And many of you are like, Ange, you need to track your stuff. Ange, tell me about your food. Tell me about your food. And I was like, it's just regular food. Like, I don't need to be tracking, right? Right. But what I understand is y'all over there who's tracking all your food and you're dropping all the weight. You're an example. I'm allowing you to be an example for me because you're over there tracking your food and you're putting up big numbers every week. So I too shall join you with tracking my food, right? Um, okay. So lesson learned. And then I looked up this quote by Socrates. It says, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." Right, right. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing, right? There's so much to learn, about ourselves on this journey, and we're learning them. And if you're like me, sometimes it might take you a little bit longer to learn the lessons, right? But I got it loud and clear. So I need to track my food, and I will be doing that because I think not eating enough can also stall your weight loss, right? Let me say that again. I think not eating enough can also stall your weight loss. And I don't want, don't want that because I'm working on losing 20 pounds by September 25th. My birthday is coming, September 25th. I'm a Libra. Shout out to all the Libras in our community. And if you haven't heard, we are having a weight loss challenge. We are on this journey together. We're going to have fun. I hope that you will opt in, choose to join us. It is really simple to do. I created a Facebook page for us, specifically for us, and anybody else. So I invited this community, but I also invited people who may not be on a GLP-1, but they want to lose weight and they want to join us. Okay. So if you have friends or families or, sisters that want to just join, they're trying to lose weight, invite them to our challenge. It's 6 weeks. So starting now through September the 25th, we are recording this episode in August of 2024. So we're doing it like now. So if you're watching this at a later time, check for us though. Check our site, our website, our Facebook page, because we might be doing something else. But right now, it's a 6-week challenge. It's a 6-week challenge, right? So what that looks like is, what I want to do is I really want us to be losing weight collectively. So I want you to post, we're going to weigh in weekly, right? We're going to weigh in and everybody's on their honor, right? You don't have to send me pictures of scale if you don't want to. You can, but you don't have to. But I'm going to do a post, and under that post, I'm going to put how much I've lost that week. And I want all of you to put what you lost that week, like your name and what you lost. And then I will tally up as a community how much weight we lost in that week. And then, cumulatively over that 6 weeks. Okay. So here's what it looks like. So created the Facebook group. I will leave the information to that in the description for you as well. You can post whatever you like as long as it's appropriate, right? Any of your pictures. I love, love, love seeing you because on YouTube, I can't see you. So I love it when you've started posting pictures. So now I'm like, oh, that's this person and that person. So it's been fantastic for me. I hope that really helps you guys too. You can post your food, recipes, anything that you'd like to share. You can ask questions and support from each other, whatever you like. And then we'll have our weekly weigh-ins. I'll keep track of the amount of weight that we're losing as a community. And I will check in daily. So I might do a post or I might do a live or might, just share some tips. I will also have experts join us over the next 6 weeks, right? We're going to have someone in nutrition, someone in fitness, someone that helps us with our mindset, right? So be on the lookout for that too. So join us. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And if nothing else, it might be an opportunity for you to reset, right? Reset and get yourself back on track if you kind of fell off a little bit. Or maybe you don't. So one of the members of our community doesn't have any more weight to lose. She hit her goal. So maybe for her, I said, maybe you could have some other goals, like maybe your nutrition could be even tighter, or maybe, you want to tone up, right? You want to get your skin a little tighter, whatever it is for you, that's perfectly fine, right? That's perfectly fine. So for anyone who wants to lose weight, we want you to join. Again, they do not have to be on a GLP-1 medication to join our Facebook group. They're welcome. So please, the more the merrier, the more fun I think we'll have. So invite your friends and family. I'm focused on trying to lose 20 pounds. And I know that's a big goal. That's a huge stretch for me. Because on average, you lose 1 to like 2.5 pounds a week, right? That would be over 3 pounds a week. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to go for it, right? I'm going to try, okay? But you don't have to set your goal at 20 pounds. It could be 10 pounds for you or 5, whatever, 15, whatever works for you. And the cost, is there a cost? There's no cost, absolutely free to join. And I'm trying to decide if there should be prizes. So you have to let me know. I got a couple really good suggestions. One person said, well, it could be a $26 gift card. And I was like, $26? She goes, yeah, 20 pounds because you're losing 20 pounds in 6 weeks. And I was like, oh, that's clever. But it could be whatever you guys want it to be. So let me know. And so what do you need to do to join? So in order for you to join, all you have to do is go to Facebook And you want to go to, it's called Zepbound Transformation Tribe. Zepbound Transformation Tribe. And then you'll see 6 week weight loss challenge with Ange. 6 week 6 week weight loss challenge with Ange. That is a tongue twister. It's a lot to say, but go there, and I'll put the link in the show notes too, so you can easily click on it. Um, and I'm also going to I'm going to be there to cheer you on, right? I want to be there to cheer you on too, right? Because we need to cheer each other on. So I want you to know about that. And I'm so excited. There's a bunch of you already joined. So come on, join the crew. I'm going to welcome you when you come in. And then I'll be posting some of this content over there, maybe, and then some special content just specifically for the group. So you'll want to be a part of that. And if you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe and leave a comment for me. If you subscribe, leave your comment, because I love to welcome new subscribers. And if you have questions or comments or anything you want to share, I read every single one of them. Even if I have to stay up late or wake up early in the morning, I read every single one of them. And I appreciate you taking the time to do that. And it encourages me just as much as you may feel encouraged too. Okay. One other thing that I want to share with you. Before I forget, I wanted to ask you if if you're using a really good tracker for your food versus my little a little journal here. If you're using a good tracker, let me know what you like, what you're using, what works for you. And I may want to check those out to use it. So I have it right on my phone. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you, one victory I want to share with you. It's a non-scale victory. So maybe you could share some of your non-scale victories in the comments too. Last night, I tried on a pair of pants from, remember I told you at the retreat, we did this clothing swap. Well, I have, most of it is hanging up in my closet, all the beautiful things. But there was a separate bag of things that were way too small, right? So when I started this journey, I was like a 22, 24. At my highest, I was 26, 28, but 22, 24 when I started this. So when I looked at these trousers, I didn't even try them on because I was like, they look small. I don't think that's gonna work. And I looked at the size and I was like, no. Well, last night I tried them on. They're a size 16 and Taylor, 16 slacks. And I was able to fit them, button them. You know, they have the metal snap and the button and the belt on them. They're beautiful trousers, beautiful trousers. And I was able to fit them. So I'm wearing them today. I would show you, but it's not that kind of show today. But I just wanted to share that with you because that was so much fun, like a non-scale victory, right? So share with me. I want to know what you guys are doing, what you're up to. And I want you to start thinking about what goal you want to set for yourself for the challenge. 6 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 weeks, where you bump it up. If you're already doing good, bump it up to the next level. Okay. So I want you to go out there, as always. I want you to be bold, right? Because it takes boldness to admit when you're wrong, right? Right. It takes boldness to say, you know what? I don't know everything. I'm still learning. I want you to be brave, right? Because vulnerability is a way that you can connect with other people and allow them to also share with you their vulnerabilities. But be brave, and because you're on this journey and it's not an easy journey. And when you set your goal, I want you to be brave to that number that you set. And I want you to go out there and be brilliant because you are. I want you to show up and shine. Show up for yourself first. And then if you have family or friends, or you have people, you're leading your own community, right? Show up and shine for them too. And by the way, I'm always telling you guys, we have a special program that's called Be Brilliant, because that's my brand. Be Brilliant on YouTube. And I'm super, super excited about the program. And it is to help you, for those of you who are bold, brave, and brilliant and ready to lead your own community, and you know that you have a story to share. You can inspire people. You can teach them. If you need help doing that, I monetize this channel in 45 days. And they pay between the 22nd and the 26th of every month they pay, right? And it's not a ton of money, but every little bit helps. So if you're interested and you need help with that, simply email me. I'll put it in the show notes, so don't worry. But simply email me and say, Ange, I'm interested in YouTube. And then I'll connect with you and we'll talk through the program. Okay? So go out there, be bold, be brave, and be brilliant. I love you guys. Don't forget to join us on Facebook. I love you. Have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye for now.